Hey guys, I'm laughing because if you could see the setup that I've tried to put my phone somewhere so I like hide myself. I'm actually looking at the camera and it's like the right height. It is really funny, but it is the end of week 7 of my remote year, heading into the last week of the second month, and I'm posting this video kind of quickly back to back from the last one just to get myself back on schedule. I have been procrastinated the last 2 videos actually getting them up, and I don't want that to keep letting me be delayed. So your lucky week, two SAS videos in like a few days. Woohoo. So I am actually in a new setting today. I came back to the US for the first time during remote year. I am actually visiting someone who I met a few months ago, and I'm not really ready to talk about them or exactly what's going on there, but it's been an awesome trip back to the US. They're a really awesome person, and hopefully I'll be ready to talk more about it in the future. But what this trip has made me start thinking about is just like being back in the US and reflecting on remote year while like not on remote year. And so I have three commitments I want to share, because really San Francisco is awesome. I've had so much fun, but one thing that I've not been doing a good job while I'm back here is focusing on work and like kind of getting into a routine. And I kind of been thinking about the last few weeks, and I've been doing lots of trips and having flexibility, and that's what I wanted. But on the flip side, the con of that is like I kind of feel like I'm not 100% in the zone with what I'm doing, and leaving remote year for a week or not even a week, it's been 3 days, has made me realize like honestly just how amazing of a program it is and how grateful I am for the year, because this isn't going to be forever. I'm going to come back to a life like San Francisco or something like this, and I'm going to be excited about that too. But it's kind of, this trip has given me a kick in the pants to be like, get the most out of this year. It's fucking amazing. The people are amazing, and like I'm happy I did this in month 2, because I think I'm going to come back to remote year with even more focus about what I wanted to get out of it. And as a reminder, what I wanted to get out of it was like pushing myself out of my comfort zone, particularly in work, to see what I could build up from a work perspective that wasn't what I was doing before, and allow me to infuse some of my creativity and my energy that I always felt like I had, but I wasn't necessarily pouring into my work or feeling like it was my own. So like I said, this video is focusing on, I just basically want to make 3 commitments to myself, telling them to you guys because it'll help me stay accountable. 3 commitments to myself for when I go back to remote year tomorrow, back to Chile. So my 3 commitments are these. First, there's one thing that I have been doing well so far that has really been helping me. So that's my journaling, my writing, and my videoing practice. So almost every morning of remote year, I've written in my self-journal my goals for the day, what I'm grateful for that day, and then also I've written at least 1 page, sometimes multiple pages in my freeform journal about anything that's on my mind. And no matter what I'm doing that day, if I'm traveling in a different country, if I'm here, it's been really helping me to get refocused and kind of like get in the right mindset. So I'm committing, and also these YouTube videos have helped me see my progression this week so far, and just have a moment each week to collect my thoughts and see, like what has been on the top of my mind this week. So first commitment is continuing those 2 practices. It's one thing that I have been doing well. Second thing I'm committing to is getting into a better, more structured work routine. So it's funny, 2 weeks ago I talked about how much I loved that this new freelancing work that I'm trying out gives you more flexibility, and I do love it, but I think there's like an extent to which that I should take advantage of that flexibility, because I do also think, just as a human, and maybe not everyone's like this, but for me, like having a little bit of a structure allows me to get in the zone more. So my commitment specifically moving forward is to try to block the same hours every day. Maybe I'll try it for a couple of weeks and plan on doing work then, even though I could do it in different hours. the same ones and like have a commitment to like, today these are my working hours, rather than just seeing how it goes, because I definitely am someone who procrastinates when I can, which led me to, you know, working on the plane from Chile to San Francisco until 3 a.m. finishing some work for the week. So commitment is to trying out a more regular schedule, defined by me, but defined at the beginning of the week, and doing that and seeing if that brings me a feeling of more stability than I have right now, and a feeling of more like accomplishment. And then the third thing that I'm committing to, probably the scariest thing to say out loud, is I want to start a new project led by me. That might be expanding my freelancing business. That might be a purely creative project similar to the YouTube videos, but a little more, you know, structured for other people, not just like freeform like this. Or it might be, I've been thinking about various like community businesses that I could create in the freelancing community, the digital nomad community, women community, things like that. So, and the problem with getting started that I think a lot of people have, that I have as well, is like, I'm looking for the perfect idea, and rather than just picking one and going with it, and I'm letting that stop me from getting started. So I'm making a commitment to, let's say in the next week, my commitment is to do these 3 things. Do my self-journal and journaling and YouTube video like I've been doing. Next week, I'll set a better schedule and actually stick to it and see how I feel at the end of the week. And next week, I will pick the one new project that I'm going to start, and I'm just going to start it because it'll be the best out of all the ideas I've had so far. It might not be the perfect idea, but I'm not going to let that stop me, because starting on the best idea so far will allow me to eventually find like the best of all the best ideas. Those are my 3 commitments. Thank you for letting me use you as an accountability partner. And I head back to Chile tomorrow. I land the following morning because it's a long flight down there. And then on Saturday, I fly to Medellin, Colombia with the group. So next time you see me, I'll be in Colombia, country 3. See you there.